Hi, this is Kent, and this is the 5-Minute Social Video Academy. In this video, if you're new to YouTube or Instagram, this will walk you through the thought processes of how to create a video that's effective for your business in communicating one specific thing. Step one is writing. Writing is mythologized, it's labored over, it's agonized. We all kind of hate writing, but what writing really means, especially in this context, is coming up with a few key bullet points that you want to communicate to your audience and one takeaway. You want your own personality to come through, and sometimes writing down a really strict script and trying to stick to that script is going to mess with your head and it's going to actually get in the way of communicating. Get the bare bones down, but know if it's not part of that key takeaway, it probably shouldn't be in the script. So cut it out then. It's going to save you time in shooting it, it's going to save you time in editing it later, and it's just going to save frustration all the way around. Step two is shooting. This is the fun part. This is the part where you get out your phone, get out your camera, and you take those 3 bullet points and your core takeaway that you want your audience to leave with, and then you shoot that. Shoot it as many times as it feels right to get it on camera. It should be you or one of your key employees speaking to camera, someone that can relate to the camera as if it's a friend. Once you've captured that key script, that key idea, now it's time to get the B-roll. B-roll simply means action shots. You want to show the things that you're talking about. Are you talking about 15% off of a meal? You want to show a happy server putting down a plate of food to a happy customer, or your chef's cooking in slow motion. All of this stuff is possible, shooting on your phone, shooting vertical, shooting horizontal. It really doesn't matter. So many people are on mobile these days. Vertical is actually a preference that I'm starting to lean heavily into. With all of this stuff, you're going to get better as you go along with it. So really just get out there, shoot as much as you can, but don't go crazy, because you really want to be able to put this together in step 3. Step 3 is editing. A lot of people may just shoot and instantly put up and not do any editing. That makes some sense when you're dealing with like Instagram stories or something that's very immediate. But for something that's a little more crafted, you really want to do some editing on it. Take the best takes of your script reading, take the best shots of your B-roll and combine them. First, make it sound good and then make it look good. What I like to do is make sure that the script all makes sense, and I do what's called a radio edit. I can listen with my eyes closed and hear all the words play, and it all makes sense and it sounds great. When I open my eyes, I might see some things called jump cuts, some other visual things that may be wrong with the footage that you can correct by placing B-roll over top of it. Or if you shoot with 2 cameras like I'm doing right now, you can cut between angles perhaps. Just a quick 10,000 foot overview of copyright. If you don't have express license to use a piece of music, just because you've bought it on iTunes or Google Play or wherever doesn't mean you have the right to use it in a video. So really that means most popular music that you'll hear on Spotify, or all these other places are probably off bounds to use. So really be careful about what music, what images, and what artwork you put into your video if you do not own it. You really need written permission or a written license if it's going to go in your video for your business. Step 4 is testing. Now this part seems a little weird. The best thing you can do after you've finished your video and you feel very confident in it and you love it, you want to show someone who likes you but has had nothing to do with the production. So you show them the finished video on your phone or on a TV, and you be in the same room with them. You want to feel their energy as they're watching it. You want to look at their face if you can, and you want to just decipher what's going on with it, because oftentimes you'll show a video and you'll see people pull back and they'll not be enjoying it as much as you would hope they were, or they left confused, or they didn't get the takeaway that you wanted them to get. And that, right there can be fixed and identified. Do that a few different times, making fixes in between with a few different groups, and your video quality will improve immensely. Step 5, it's release. Send it out into the world, and there you're essentially doing the same testing, but in a virtual environment. You're looking at graph times of how long people have watched things, where people are watching it. Is it being shared? Are people commenting on it organically? Is this worth putting marketing dollars behind? This is where art and science meet. It's where you need to really start to see the reaction from online communities and learn and respond there. That's it. Thanks so much. If you want more information, stay subscribed. And if you're interested in private social media coaching, consulting, or production, get in touch at kentnichols.com, and I will talk to you soon.